¿Qué onda, mi gente? This is Hecho at the Market. Today, in our podcast, we have a very special guest that has very unique products that she creates. And this is Evelyn with Earthyglow by Evie. Hi, Evelyn. How are you?
Hi, Yuri. Good. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So we have been going to markets actually for already a while.
Mhm.
You have been to several of our markets that we organize, but you also go to different markets throughout the city, which actually gives you the opportunity to see and experience the market vibe, right? So we're gonna be talking about this and more. But today, I want to make sure we start with what inspired you to start your business.
What inspired me? I started a year ago, a little bit, like a year, and maybe 4 months ago. I was home because I had a surgery, so I had like nothing to do, and of course I needed to make extra cash because I wasn't getting paid enough for staying home. So that's when I started making body butters. That my mom helped me. She took them to Chicago to sell them to the family, and that's how I started. So my business started shipping out products to Chicago.
So actually, your business started not selling face to face; it was
No.
more like sending orders.
hmm Yeah, people were ordering, and then once they started using my products, they started ordering more, but it started over there. And then when I went back to work, I took some to my coworkers, and they also ordered from me. And I started posting on Facebook Market, and that's how I got more customers too. So I wasn't going to markets like the whole year. When I started my business, it was from home, just orders, word of mouth.
So when did you start going to markets?
In December,
December.
so not
So,
too long ago.
so you've just been a few months,
hmm
but there's a lot of things that happen within a couple of months.
Yes,
A lot of learned experiences,
yes.
right? So can you tell us like what does Earthy Glow means and how did you come up with the name?
I wanted to get a name that my products. I try to use most of my products are made with organic oils, butters, a lot of herbs. I do herbal infusions, so I wanted something like earthy. And of course, I got opinions from my mom, my daughter. I asked her, "What do you think of this name?" I was looking for a name, and then I think there's another business called Earthy Glow, so I just added by Ev.
So the Ev, it's like Evelyn, I
Uh-huh.
guess. That's where it comes from.
From
So when you talk about you wanted like earthy items, is that because your products are made from products from the earth, or it's more of like
I more organic.
organic? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So do you use a lot of products that are organic products?
All the oils that I use to make my products are organic, and even like the herbs that I use, like the hibiscus, chamomile, I always order organic.
Great. So when you have the business, right, and the products that you have, and we have some of the products here that we're gonna be talking about them here shortly. But when did you realize, like, wow, I'm having my business. This business is happening.
I think it started with the markets because I had like my regular customers throughout the year. I wasn't expanding as much. Yes, sales started like growing, and I was selling a little bit more. But like I said, mostly was in Chicago. The people that would buy from me here, it was just regular customers. And then when I started, because I had another surgery in December, so I was like, let's go to a market, see how it goes. And yeah, that's when I started expanding.
And when we talked about the market vibe, right? So how is the market vibe here in El Paso? Like, how do you feel about it? Because I know you're not from well, you're like from here, but
But not in
you grew
Chicago.
up in Chicago, right? So
Yes.
you're not like you were born here, but not from here because you
Right.
grew up over there,
hmm
and then just came back recently. So how do you see the market vibe in El Paso from a business perspective that you have been to markets already?
Um, I had never been to a market as a customer. Never, ever. So it was totally new for me. No, seriously, I had never gone to a
Don't be
market.
that person, people. Okay, if you're listening to us, please go to a market.
No, I had never gone to a market. I don't know why. Um, but I love them. I love interacting with the customers, the culture. Um, yeah, I like it a lot.
And you know what? Like actually, markets, it's kind of ingrained in you that recently we had a couple of weekends with no markets that we had scheduled to attend or take our business to markets. So we kind of took 2 weeks off, 2 weekends off, and well, you know,
Unfortunately.
off. But we still visited other markets as customers, and you still be able to see that perspective.
Hmm.
And one thing that I like a lot about El Paso markets is how the community comes together
Yes.
and support the local businesses. Do you
Hmm.
feel that when you're there as a vendor? Do you feel that support?
Yes, I do. I do. Even from customers, they're like, "No, I'd rather buy it from you than going to the store." And they ask me, "How long did it take you to make this? Oh my God, I can't believe you make everything yourself." I mean, people really appreciate you. I think more than just going to buy from the bigger stores.
And one thing about that is actually bigger stores, like, the big box stores that we have here in town and any place, pretty much, when you get the products with them, they don't know who you are. They don't have,
No.
you're just a number. It's another customer that spent this
Mhm.
much money
Mhm.
here. And I got this much money from customer one, this much money from customer two. So you're just a number there.
Yeah.
But when they come to a vendor at a market, you get that personalized experience that you're
Yes.
talking about.
And especially with the products I make, I interact with my customers a lot. They have questions. We go over ingredients. And not only that, but I'm a nurse. So it kind of goes hand by hand what I do at work. I bring it over here, but more in a holistic way. So I spend a lot of time talking to my customers, giving them advice. I tell them about the herbs. So there's a lot of connection.
So you mentioned you're a nurse, right? So
Hmm.
how has how has that helped you in your business? Like how can customers? I'm pretty sure they feel more comfortable buying from you because that you're a nurse.
I
But
hardly
has that
ever tell
helped?
them that I'm a nurse, but I do look at every ingredient that I put in my products and see what benefits it has for your skin, for your hair. Um, a lot of people don't realize that everything that you put on your skin goes into your bloodstream. Um, Chemicals. So that's what I'm trying to do. Not use chemicals on my products. And I'm trying to do teaching. When I get a customer, I'm like, it's the same thing. If you put it in your mouth, it's going to go into your bloodstream. It's the same thing on your skin. It's our largest organ that we have. So that's what I mean, my knowledge that I have as a nurse,
It
I
really
try.
helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Is that something that you um, foresee helping you in the future when you go to markets, like having that knowledge,
Of
and when you
course.
explain to people?
Yes.
Do they ever ask like, how do you know all this? Or
No, no, I don't think I've had anyone ask me. Um, Sometimes I give it away with my tattoo, but no, I don't really tell people I'm a nurse.
because we have our business too, and we take it to markets, and some of the products that we sell, customers ask us some questions like, we don't make it from scratch. I can't tell you what's in there. So I was
Uh-huh.
wondering if this being a skincare product, is it really gonna help you, or is it really gonna people will ask those questions? Because sometimes you wonder, like, how does people come up with these questions?
Because there's a lot of information now out there, especially in social media. People are becoming more aware of the stuff people use to make their products. Or, like, for example, if you sell jewelry, oh, I had a reaction. What material does it have? I think it's because of people are more aware now, I think.
That's a really really good point. And going back to the market life and the market as a whole, like, what does it take you to prep to go to a market?
A lot.
What does it mean a lot?
Just a lot. No, for us, my husband and I were both vendors, so he has to get all his stuff ready. I every week I have to be making like fresh products. So every day that I come back from work, I have to make something else and something else. And then, my products melt in the heat, like the body butters, for example. So,
How did you
yes.
learn about that?
Oh, well, I had an experience. Yes, we had a really hot day one day and everything melted. But you live and learn.
Exactly. So the good thing is that that's one thing that people don't really know about markets, right? And that's one of the things we're going to showcase here. It's like, what are the experiences? What is the one thing that you remember from the markets on a positive and a negative note?
Well, that was a very negative for me because I knew it was going to be hot, but I didn't think it was going to be that hot. So I lost a lot of money thanks to someone that came and helped me with her cooler. I appreciate it so much. Um, I couldn't even sell. I was so frustrated. I was giving my back to my customers. I wasn't offering anything because I didn't know what to do. My husband wasn't there. Um, but someone came to save my life.
That's
But yeah, I mean, we lost money there. But now I have my fridges
good.
to
So
keep my
see,
products.
and that's one thing, right, that we need to understand about markets is like a lot of people just walk by and the moment they see the market, that's the only experience they have.
It's a
But when
lot of
you're
work.
there all the time, right, it's
Yes.
like,
And the wind.
oh yes.
And the wind. Yeah.
Remember, we were at that same market that had the wind that came out of nowhere. No apps, no trackers had it. It just showed up, right?
Yeah.
And you have to be ready for those things. It's El Paso weather. So if you're watching us and you're not from El Paso weather, it's very changing. Like in the morning, it's kind of cool. Then it gets really hot. Then it gets windy, and then it may rain, and then it
Mm-hmm.
might get cold again at night. So
Yes.
that's the El Paso weather. So how do you prep for that weather when you go into the markets? What's your routine? What is it that you take with you?
So now I have two fridges. I have to have my products in the refrigerator. I had to get a generator. I bought an electric cooler, but it ended up not working out for me. So yeah, I have all my products. They have to be with this weather because it gets really hot. My products can be okay room temperature, but not really hot. Um, yeah.
So what's one memorable event that happened to you that it's funny that you still remember very vividly from the past few months?
Funny. Um,
Because we heard about, the wind, the weather, that it's hot, but there has to be something funny that someone said, someone did.
I know I know something that got me really upset, but funny. I can't think of anything funny right now. That I was freezing to death maybe one day, and I had to wear your sweaters. Me and my husband.
But how about
Beauty's wife to the rescue. Yes.
so? But has anyone, like for example, I know how you display your sugar scrubs, right? And
Oh yes, now I remember. I know something funny.
what's
Sorry.
that funny?
So I make sugar scrubs too, and I usually invite customers passing by. Do you want a sample of my sugar scrub? And this couple came up to me and they're like, "Okay, yes." So I'm like, "Do you want to try it too?" I asked the husband, and he's like, "Of course." So I gave him some right in his hand, and he went like, and I was like, "No, stop! It's for to exfoliate. It's not edible." He was like, "Oh my god, but it has no chemicals, so it's okay." But yeah,
Well, he wanted to exfoliate his
yes,
intestines.
yes, that was very, very funny. Yes.
Can you like I just can't imagine, like because like if you haven't seen her at her setup, the sugar scrubs they go in little tubs, and when you buy it from her, she will actually scoop it in front of you and put it in
Mm-hmm.
the container, and that's how you take the container. So I'm
Yes.
pretty sure when people see the little tubs, they look like ice cream
They think it's ice cream.
or some type
Sometimes
of candy.
when I ask them, "Would you like a sample?" They're like, "Oh no, no, I don't like ice cream." I'm like, "No, it's not ice cream." Yes.
And then you call it sugar scrubs. A lot of people might think like it's candy, it's
Made
sugar.
out of sugar. Yes.
So, ay, ay, ay. Coming back to the markets, um, it's is it what's your best selling product and
Um,
why, or what you think?
probably body butters. I think.
Body butters.
I think I sell everything, thank God, but I think the body butters. Sell
Why
them
do you
all.
think they? Is it the weather?
I think a lot of people have very dry skin here because of the weather. So once they try it, they love it. Oh, sugar scrubs! I sell a lot of sugar scrubs too, and because I know they're able to try it before buying it, so that helps a lot.
So before we move on to the questions, right? We have some of your products here on the table.
Hmm.
So how about you give us a tour
Of
of what we
course,
have here?
I brought just a few. I have more things that I make. This is body oil. It's organic. It's a mixture of several body oils, and then they're infused with calendula. That is very good for the skin. Rose
With
petals,
tarantula?
calendula,
Oh, sorry.
not tarantula,
Uh,
calendula.
I was like, wow, that's fancy.
Um, so a lot of people, if you're not into oils, then people usually won't buy them. But once my regular customers for the oil is whoever already used it. A lot of people don't come for oils.
So what do you use it for?
It's just for your body to moisturize. Instead of the body butter, this is just liquid. Now the body
Wow.
butter,
I learned something new today.
yeah. So I use the same oils in the body butter, but I whip it. So it's like a whipped cream. So
So that's why it looks like ice cream. See, I was
see,
lying,
this is body butter. It's not
but it
sugar
still
scrubs.
looks like ice cream.
This is the one that sells the most, I think.
Oh, smells good.
Hmm. This is cherry
Just
flavor.
kidding.
I also sell beef tallow.
Okay.
Beef
So
tallow.
what's the difference between beef tallow and the?
So that's for your body. It does have a fragrance. Even though it's made with organic oils and butters, I do add fragrance because most people go by whatever they smell. They always like for it to smell a lot. The beef tallow, it's
Can I smell it?
mhm,
It smells like lemongrass.
yes.
It's
So
really
I
good.
infuse it with several herbs that are good for your skin too. Most people use this on the face, but you can also use it on your body. A lot of people that have eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, a lot of like skin problems, this is very good for them. Beef tallow is made with beef suet, which is the fat of the cow that surrounds the kidneys, which has the most vitamins. It has vitamins A, D, E, and K, B12, and people love it. I love it too.
So you make it from scratch, I'm assuming.
Yes, yes, I get the beef suet that I said it's the fat. I render it 5, 6 times until I clean it very well, and that's when I start making the whipped beef tallow.
So do you use that like what? Can you use that? Can you use both, like the butter and the beef tallow, or
Yeah,
just one?
no, you can. It's just preference. You can use it on your body too.
Ooh,
Uh huh.
what else we
But
got there?
most people use it on the face. Even J Lo uses it on the face.
Is it better though for the face?
It's really good for the face. It helps with a lot like elasticity. Like I said, it has a lot of vitamins with dark spots. It makes you beautiful. Yes,
Well, I don't want to be beautiful. I want to be handsome.
handsome. Lotion drops. I also sell a lot of lotion drops. This is like the body butter, but it's single use and it's solid. And customers like these a lot.
Can you pull one out? Because I want people to see it. Because those really do look like candies. Like if you guys could see it here, they really look like candy.
One more. So that one you just like squeeze it and then you start.
So I'm gonna do a demo here for you, so everybody
Yes,
understands
demo.
how it works. So you grab it like this, and then you squeeze it between your fingers, and then you start rubbing it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm gonna smell like candy. Oh no, like cherry actually. But see, it's actually feels good.
It does, of course.
I don't use this thing, so it actually feel good though.
Yes. I also make hair growth oil. I have very good testimonies. Same thing. I infuse oils that are really good for hair, and I do my infusion for 8 weeks, and then I jar it. But I infuse it with a whole bunch of ingredients that are really good for hair growth.
Interesting.
This one's a big seller too. Magnesium spray. Have you ever used it?
I do.
You do. So it helps you with muscle aches. It helps you relax. It helps you go to sleep. Um, you're absorbing the magnesium through your pores.
And actually, in case people don't know this, and probably you know this, but maybe our listeners don't know that, is that actually it's better to have the magnesium go through your pores, like in your feet or
Hmm.
legs, versus taking the pill. Because when you take the pill, by the time it goes through digestion and everything, it's most of it's gone out of
Hmm.
the body. But and
Hmm.
by the time it gets to your muscles,
Yeah.
it's kind of late. So with
Hmm.
this one, you spray it on, it goes straight to it, and
Yes,
it really absorbs really
it
fast.
does. It really does. I also make soaps. What else do I make? Lip balms. People like those a lot.
I've tried those actually.
Um, what else do I make?
Not by choice though. It was necessity. It was really hot. And I was getting dehydrated, and my lips were,
Yes.
yeah.
I make um, bath tea,
Huh?
salts. Yeah, I make a tea. You throw it in
Oh,
your
tea.
bath.
I thought you said chi. I was like, what is
No,
chi?
tea.
Okay.
You just throw it in the bathtub. It's very relaxing. It's like a spa experience.
Wow.
Hmm.
So you got a tea bag for your
I
bathtub.
also make yes. I also make deodorant, aluminum free, um, with the beef tallow.
There you go.
So
So,
little by little, I started adding more products. I have a new product now that is for severe dry hands or heels.
I'll
Severe,
be needing that one because
yes.
the hands here not really
Mm-hmm.
helping. But before anything else you got here that we've missed? No.
No, that's all I have right now. I'm
So as you can see, like they have she has a lot of products, right? And when you go to the markets, you get to experience all the products because they usually offer samples for
I
many
always
of
give
these
out
products.
samples. Hmm.
So it's something, if you haven't been to a market, please make sure you do go to one to support your local businesses. And talking about support, we want to give our thanks to our sponsors for this podcast today. Thanks to Monstera Café Deliciosa, 2830 Yandel. Make sure you follow them on Instagram so you can always know what's their schedule because they also go to market, so their schedule usually tends to change. Um, and actually, we have this delicious coffee.
Delicious
This
coffee.
one is actually brand new. We're trying it for the very first time. It's the mocha latte, but it's made with chocolate
Chocolate
abuelita.
abuelita,
It's really
delicious.
really good. I can tell you guys that. Make sure if you like chocolate abuelita a lot, make sure you ask with extra chocolate abuelita. It's really good. We also want to give thanks to Earthyglow for being here with us and being part of this podcast, and also to Innovex for being able to provide us with the cups that we're using for our coffee today. So when you talk about the market life, right? We talked about experiences, we talked about the wind, we talked about it gets hot in the products and all that, but each product is unique to each market, right? So what's the one advice you can give to someone that's thinking of starting their business or they already have a business and they're thinking to joining a market?
Don't. Just kidding. No, it is a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
It is. It
It
is.
is worth it.
And if you don't know how to get started, if you're looking for help, if you need that advice, remember Market-EP.3-Earthyglow. It's here to help you support through that journey. We can help you with planning. We can help you with permits, what you need. So just send us an email to marketsep915@gmail.com, or you can follow us on our social medias at marketsep915, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with any questions that you may have, as long as we know the answers. Just kidding. But if we don't know, we'll try to find it out for you. But definitely, we're here to support you through that journey. What's the one thing you wish you knew that you know now that you should have known when you started?
All the work. I wish I would have known all the
Okay,
work it takes.
let,
But
us break this down. We talk about all the work. What is it entitled? Because again, remember, we're talking to people that probably have no clue what a lot of work
yes.
entitles.
So besides making the product, you have to get ready the day before. Make sure you have all your supplies that you need, like at the night before, after work. You have to have your bags, your whatever stuff supplies that you need. And then it's probably a little hard for us, maybe, because we both are vendors. So my husband has to load all his stuff, all my stuff, and just like the packing, the loading, and then unloading. Sometimes we have to ask you for a little bit of extra time because it's two businesses that we have, and we always try to be together. So it is a lot of work. And then the setup, and then putting everything away, and then loading. Sometimes, thank God, with you, we can move our car and load right there. But sometimes you have to walk. You go to other markets, you have to walk your stuff all the way to wherever you're parked. So he's the best, by the way.
There you go. Just kidding. But
No, I do have. I do want to say this. In camera right now. I really appreciate your help, your wives, everybody. Like PF Changs, we're like a family. Thank you for all the support you have given us.
thank you, appreciate that. And that's part of what Market-EP.3-Earthyglow it's all about. It's creating a community.
Mm-hmm.
We're not here to compete with any market. We're not here to take anyone's spot. We're not here to do anything. The only thing we care about is supporting our vendor community and creating an environment where we can all thrive and be successful with our small businesses. Remember, our markets are thought and they're designed from a vendor perspective, which is what gives us that uniqueness sometimes to where it comes to our market. We limit things and as to how many vendors of each product, and that's something that vendors have started to recognize us for, um, because we have been able to grow our vendor community. We started with very few, and actually right now our official chat for Market CP, it's getting bigger because every time a new vendor comes, they get added, right?
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
thank you for you and your husbands actually being part of this community and for your support for
Thank you.
Market CP 915 since we started this year. You both have been there with us throughout this journey, and now that we're expanding, um, to two new markets, one at Food City and one at Julio's on Joe Battle. So we're really thinking about growing our community. There's new projects coming for Market CP 915 that we'll be announcing pretty soon. We have the podcast where we showcase, vendors, and we want to show you the people behind the business, right? That's the whole purpose of being here today. And not just the vendor themselves, but the people
Person.
behind the vendor,
Mm-hmm.
the person behind the vendor tag or name. Um, it's when you learn to get to know people, right? That you work with at the markets because you're working with each other, right?
Yeah.
They are at the market. Whenever you're by yourself, you need to go to the restroom. You need that vendor
Yes.
to take care of your
Or when
spot.
my tent is flying away. Yes.
Exactly right. So the wind comes over and we all hang in there. But it's important to build that community,
Yes.
and it's one vendor at a time. And we're excited to see that actually a lot of the philosophy that Market CP 915 it's based off, I've heard that it's already been started used by other markets, and they're following the same paths. And we're excited for that. A lot of people think that we will get upset because they're using our ideas, they're using um, to a point same words that we're using,
Mm-hmm.
but we won't. We're here to build a community. We're here to get the El Paso vendor community a spot where they can thrive and grow with us. So we're excited for that, and we're excited that you're part of that community.
Thank you. Thank you.
So whenever it's a market day in the morning, do you prefer coffee, energy drink, or matcha?
In the morning, coffee.
Why?
Just because I love coffee. It's a morning drink. And then,
Well, not
and then,
true.
there's exceptions to every rule. But no, usually me, coffee. But then, in the middle of our market day, a delicious matcha. A blueberry. Yes.
No, no blueberry. Don't even get started there. I think you knew I don't like the blueberry flavor of my drinks. Like I can tolerate like eating in a blueberry muffin, blueberry something, or maybe one blueberry on a piece of cake. But putting it in your drink,
Have you
it's like
tried hers though? You need to.
okay. Let's move on to the next question. If your brand was a person, how would you describe the personality of your brand?
Person like me.
How?
I am. I am the person.
Okay, so how would you describe the person of your brand?
Ah, I don't know. I'm very caring.
Okay. That's why he cares for the body, right?
Yes, I
There you
care
go.
about my clients' well-being.
Excellent. And if your brand had needed, or if your business or your brand had a theme song, what would it be? What would it be, actually?
You sure you want to hear it?
Well, just tell us the name.
I'll sing it for you.
How about you just tell us the name?
I'm
Go
gonna
for
get
it.
in trouble.
Why? You know how to sing?
No, but here it goes. Move, get out the way. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. No, no, I don't have a theme song for my business, but I do listen to plenty of songs. Well, there's a few songs I listen to motivate me, like Unstoppable, for example,
Unstoppable?
and the one that I just sang to. Get
Get
out
out the
the way.
way.
Get out.
Dude! Well, actually, you know what? I've heard a lot of podcasts where they cuss, so we should be able to cuss here too,
Right?
right? No, we're not, because our
We're not
producer
allowed.
just said no. We're not allowed
The
to.
producer just said, no, no, no.
Yeah, we need to be
That's why I
family
said,
friendly.
move, beep, get out the way.
Beep. No, but if there was the one thing that you would change, that you had the power to change about markets, what would it be?
um, to have the booth already set up all the time.
That's called a brick and mortar store.
Like, just come and open my curtains, and it's ready.
You know what? Actually, I have some ideas on how to get things like that done. I'm not gonna say it because a lot of people are gonna start copying, but hopefully they did after the fact we started. But we have ideas about doing stuff like that. But one thing that you have more control of, like that, let's say you say, "I know this needs to change." How would you, or what would it change from a market?
From a market. I don't know because I don't have that much experience in markets. I mean, to me, it's been working out okay. It's just a lot of work.
That's the
But
thing. See that's where I'm going. You said it's working okay. Like it has to be that you say like this is great. Like what's the one thing that you have been to a market other than sales that you've said like you know what this is a great market. I want to keep coming back.
what I love about the markets, not just my products, but everybody else, like most vendors sell things that they make with their own hands. And that's what I love. But I don't know if your question is being answered. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else. Like I
So so
I
all the
like
markets are perfect for you.
no, they're not perfect. I mean, I like it if everyone would be more organized. Um, you know,
Okay, let's talk
it's
about
chaos.
organization. Like
It
what does it mean? Like everyone more organized? Like give us more details.
well, like for example, with you guys, when we arrive, you already have our spot assigned for us. There's like some type of order, and we're- it's not chaotic like some other markets are. Like, okay, where am I gonna go? Okay, you know, it's sometimes it's crazy.
Yeah.
But with you
Been there,
guys,
done that. But yeah, and actually, it again, right? That's part of being the perspective of doing it from a vendor
hmm
perspective. Is we've been through attending markets. We have gone over 2 years attending markets with our business, and that's one of the things that we notice is many places are getting better. A lot of markets are getting better at that, but there's a lot that you get there and it's like who's gonna be next to you. Are they
hmm
gonna have the same product? Like I got into markets and
exactly.
I asked people like, "What do you sell? What do you sell?" And the people are, "What do you sell?" And then it's not what I have. Then I'll set up. If I know they have the same products, I usually go back to the org and say like, "You know what? They have the same. Is there any way I can move
Yeah.
or ask?" Right. So that's a tip that you can always have if you're gonna set up at a market and you don't know who's gonna be next to you. Just
hmm
ask them. You know.
But sometimes it's even hard to find whoever's organizing the market. Like, where are they?
Well,
It happens. So thank you for being
thank you. Alrighty, well, it's getting to the time and to the point that we want to thank all of our listeners for being here with us and for listening to our craziness here today. What's the last thing that you want our listeners to remember you for?
To remember me um, for the quality of my products.
So definitely you gotta try them out. Um, this episode probably will be airing soon. So, but you can always follow Market TP915. She's usually there. What are your socials? How do people find you?
On Instagram, Earthyglow underscore by no Earthyglow underscore by underscore ev ev.
Okay, and
Look for the butterfly.
there you go. Okay, so please follow her on her Instagram, TikTok as well.
Yes. Uh-huh. Instagram and TikTok, and you can also see how I post videos how I make my products too.
Cool.
Mhm.
Alrighty, well there you go. There's a place where you can follow her Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget to also follow, subscribe, and like for at Markets EP915. And it's the same tag for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Especially YouTube is gonna be hosting all of our full episodes of the podcast. But Instagram and TikTok, our producer is creating little snippets that we're gonna upload. Just part of the most interesting, most hopefully funny. Just kidding.
Hopefully.
But well, it was funny to us for sure. But something that you can, just see there, grasp what the podcast is all about, and then hopefully you'll come to our YouTube channel, follow us, subscribe, and click the bell icon to make sure that you know when we upload our new episode. Keep in mind that we would have weekly new episodes with new vendors and local businesses as well. So it's not just vendors. We're expanding our guests for the podcast, so we're expanding to local business owners as well. So there's more to come. There's a lot of Market TP915 that it's growing. It's that we're doing a lot for you. So um, Evelyn, thank you so much for being
No,
here with
thank
us
you for
today.
having me. Thank you.
Appreciate taking the time out of your busy day and bringing your products and sharing your experience with us. We are really happy that you're part of the Market TP 915 community and
Thank you.
family. So
No, thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you for all the support.
awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. We really appreciate also your support by listening to our podcast. If you have anything, please put it in the comments. We'll be reading them. That's how we grow, right? So, any serious feedback that we can get from you, we'll be more than happy to use and thrive with. Again, thank you for watching us. And until next time, we'll see you real soon.